How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the Autumn Adventures sale that runs through September 24th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history and are at least a 75 on Metacritic. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my coverage of any new sales that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping from me, let's get into the video. For $4.99, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain brings the legendary PS1 action-adventure to PS4 and PS5 for the first time, immersing you in a dark, gothic vampire kingdom rife with betrayal, blood magic, and vengeance. This cult classic is remembered for its gripping narrative and unforgettable atmosphere, backed by cinema-quality voice acting, dynamic lighting effects that pushed boundaries at the time, and over 25 minutes of groundbreaking full-motion video sequences that redefined storytelling in gaming. Its expansive world, rich lore, and haunting tones still make for an incredibly engaging experience decades later, whether you're revisiting it or discovering it for the first time. It's an 82 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 12 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Doom and Doom 2 packs the legendary shooters that define the FPS genre into one enhanced bundle for PS4 and PS5. You're getting the original Doom and Doom 2, all their classic expansions like TNT Evolution, the Plutonia Experiment, Master Levels, No Rest for the Living, Sigil, and the brand new Legacy of Rust episode created with id Software, Night Dive Studios, and Machine Games. That's 187 single-player maps and 43 deathmatch maps, plus huge upgrades like online cross-platform co-op and deathmatch for up to 16 players, an in-game mod browser, 4K 120 FPS support, gyroscopic aiming, split-screen multiplayer, and full mod compatibility. It's an 88 average on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 3 hours to platinum. For $2.49, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey brings the classic PS1 adventure to PS4 and PS5, enhanced with up-rendering, rewind, quick save, and custom video filters while keeping its original charm and humor intact. You play as Abe, a humble floor waxer at Rupture Farms, who discovers his boss Moloch's plan to turn him and his fellow Mudokons into tasty treats to save the failing meatpacking empire. Fleeing the industrial complex, Abe navigates deadly machinery, ancient ruins, and mysterious temples, solving clever puzzles, avoiding relentless enemies, and rescuing fellow Mudokons while gradually uncovering his hidden potential, unlikely destiny, and the power to change the world. It's an 87 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Oddworld Abe's Exodus brings the classic PS1 adventure to PS4 and PS5, enhanced with up-rendering, rewind, quick save, and custom video filters, while maintaining the original's wit, charm, and dark humor. Abe's quiet retirement is disrupted when the Mudokon spirit guides reveal that the Magog cartel is mining Necrum, the sacred city of the dead, to create the addictive Soulstorm brew. Players must guide Abe through perilous factories, ancient tombs, and dangerous terrain, while rescuing fellow Mudokons, solving inventive puzzles, and dodging relentless enemies, all while uncovering secrets that challenge his courage, ingenuity, and resourcefulness at every turn. It's a 90 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 8 hours to platinum. For $3.99, the Enter and Exit the Gungeon bundle delivers hours of frantic, chaotic action for fans of bullet hell and roguelike gameplay. Enter the Gungeon has you guiding a band of misfit adventurers as they shoot, loot, dodge roll, and flip tables in a quest to claim the ultimate treasure, a gun that can kill the past, all while facing an array of inventive enemies and unpredictable hazards. Exit the Gungeon continues the story with a smaller, spin-off dungeon climbing experience, keeping the same fast-paced combat, quirky charm, and clever level designs while introducing new mechanics, weapons, and challenges that expand the world even further. It's an 80 average on Metacritic, trophy difficulty average around 6 out of 10, and about 105 hours to get both platinums. For $4.49, Rush Rally Origins delivers a top-down rally racing experience that blends the classic gameplay of the original Rush Rally with the refined graphics, physics, and car handling of Rush Rally 3. Take on 48 challenging stages worldwide, each with dynamic weather and time of day changes, driving over snow, gravel, dirt, mud, and tarmac, while mastering responsive car dynamics at 60 FPS. Compete in rally championships, A to B races, time trials, and 18 intense rallycross circuits, all designed to test skill and precision. Upgrade and customize classic cars to suit your driving style, climb global leaderboards, and download ghost data to perfect every racing line. It's a 77 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $3.99, the Hotline Miami collection bundles both entries in the neon-drenched ultraviolent series from Donatin Games, delivering fast-paced, top-down action that blends gunplay, melee combat, and a surreal narrative. In the original Hotline Miami, you play a mysterious anti-hero following cryptic instructions from your answering machine, tearing through Miami's criminal underworld with relentless brutality while questioning your own motives and sanity. Hotline Miami 2 Wrong Number escalates the chaos with multiple playable characters and intersecting storylines, as violence spirals and vengeance drives a city already drenched in blood and neon lights. It's an 82 average on Metacritic, trophy difficulty average around 6 out of 10, and about 45 hours to get both platinums. For $4.19, Pizza Possum lets you embrace life as a mischievous possum, sneaking, hiding, and devouring food while dodging guard dogs patrolling the village. Use a playful arsenal of tools, from smoke bombs to punching gloves, to outsmart pursuers or team up in local co-op to double the chaos. Chase terrified neighbors to gather extra snacks, devour ice cream unbothered while wearing a dog mask, or take daring risks for that one final delicious crumb. Jump, climb, hide, and create chaos in imaginative ways, explore the village freely, and laugh at every unexpected outcome with its charmingly chaotic hide-and-seek gameplay, whimsical interactions, and endless opportunities for playful mischief. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Quake 2 delivers a fast-paced, first-person shooter experience, remastered and enhanced for modern consoles. Step into a gritty military sci-fi campaign as humanity battles the alien Strogg, navigating fortified bases and enemy-filled environments with upgraded models, improved AI, enhanced lighting, and the iconic soundtrack by Sonic Mayhem. This edition includes the original mission packs The Reckoning and Ground Zero, the brand new Call of the Machine expansion with 28 campaign levels, and Quake 2 64 for free. Enjoy online or local co-op with up to 4 players, cross-play support, and intense 16-player deathmatches, all while motion aiming adds precise, immersive control. It's an 87 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 6 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Post Void is an insanely fast, hypnotic first-person shooter that puts speed above all else. Dash through chaotic levels at breakneck pace, keeping your health idle from running out by killing everything in your path, and rack up high scores while unlocking upgrades at the end of each stage. Its surreal, glitchy visuals, hypnotic animations, and blink-and-you'll-miss-it action make every run a pure adrenaline rush. Each level is procedurally intense, with new enemy placements, hazards, and layouts keeping the challenge fresh. Success demands quick reflexes, sharp focus, and split-second decisions in a game that's equal parts chaotic, mesmerizing, and relentless. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 6 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.99, Sherlock Holmes The Awakened is a Lovecraftian adventure rebuilt with modern graphics and gameplay. Investigate mysterious disappearances linked to a dark cult worshipping an ancient god, navigating Europe and the US while confronting the terrifying Cthulhu mythos. Sherlock faces fear like never before, pushing reason to its limits as he uncovers shocking secrets and hidden horrors in Baker Street, a Swiss psych ward, and the Louisiana wetlands. Rebuilt in Unreal Engine, the game includes modern animations, an expanded storyline, numerous new side quests, and insanity-based gameplay mechanics that test your mind and skills. It's a 75 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 8 hours to platinum. For $4.99, The Night Witch is a fast-paced shoot-'em-up with spellcasting sorcery, where enemies dominate the battlefield with flight, magic, and strength. Mix and match shooting and spell cards to customize your playstyle, upgrading knight abilities or enhancing witch magic with over 30 unique spells. As you journey through Dungeonitis, your deeds earn trust and gratitude from the citizenry, shaping relationships and reactions. Designed as an accessible Metroidvania with on or off auto-aim, cheats, and streamlined navigation, it lets you focus on action without barriers. Developed by the veterans behind Rime, Moonlighter, and Plants vs. Zombies, it blends strategy, action, and charm. It's a 79 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 12 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Kaiju Wars is a nostalgic love letter to classic monster movies where you're Floatio City's mayor, scrambling to hold off 5 unstoppable kaiju with an underpowered military. Since you can't kill them, only delay them, you'll build sacrificial bases, deploy freeze rays or transforming mechs, and even park tanks in their path to stall their advance. Its 15-plus hour campaign mixes tactical puzzles, large-scale defense missions, upgradable ace units, and reactive story choices with weekly challenges, customizable strategies, and clever upgrades for extra replayability, long-term challenge, and engaging strategic depth that keeps each mission feeling exciting, tense, and rewarding. It's a 76 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 2 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Saturnalia is a haunting third-person roguelite horror adventure set in a twisted Sardinian village, steeped in eerie folklore and unsettling rituals. You'll play as 4 distinct characters, each with unique abilities, unraveling an intergenerational mystery as the village itself reshapes after every death, turning each run into a fresh, nerve-wracking puzzle. Solve environmental challenges, manage your dwindling matches for light, and unlock shortcuts with found tools while your narrative and puzzle progress carry over between attempts. Its stop-motion inspired visuals and adaptive storytelling create a tense, atmospheric experience full of secrets, suspense, and clever exploration. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Yars Recharged is a fast-paced arcade shoot-'em-up and bullet hell hybrid that revives Atari's classic Yars Revenge with modern flair and adrenaline-pumping intensity. You'll weave through relentless waves of missiles and cannon fire, nibbling away at enemy defenses before unleashing the devastating Zorlon cannon to obliterate mechanical hives. The game features 30 challenging bosses across arcade and mission modes, dynamic power-ups like explosive shots and railguns, and even local co-op for shared chaos. With visual and audio cues guiding your split-second reactions, it demands rhythm, precision, and adaptability, all set to Megan McDuffie's electrifying soundtrack. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and I'm not sure about how long it actually takes as it's such a small sample size. For $4.99, Rogue Book is a deep and challenging roguelike deck builder from the minds behind Faria and Richard Garfield, creator of Magic the Gathering. You'll form a team of 2 heroes, strategically combining their unique cards and abilities to unleash devastating combos against more than 40 bosses and enemies. With over 200 cards, 80 relics, and 30 gems to mix and match, every run feels completely fresh as you reveal the Rogue Book's mysteries using its clever ink system. Progress persists across attempts, letting you train heroes, unlock new tools, and tackle up to 20 escalating difficulty levels for endless replayability. It's a 78 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty 10 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. Just be aware that there's one broken trophy, so if you do want to go for the platinum on PS4, you'll have to downgrade the game to an earlier patch. Unfortunately, there's no workaround for the PS5 version. For $1.99, Lacuna is a gripping sci-fi noir adventure where you play as Neil Conrad, a CDI agent thrust into a murder case that could shake the entire solar system. As you investigate, every choice matters. There are no takebacks, and the story branches dramatically based on your actions, forcing you to wrestle with moral dilemmas like betraying a friend or endangering a loved one. Instead of old-school point-and-click frustrations, Lacuna streamlines exploration with non-repeating dialogue, clear interaction outlines, and a narrative that always moves forward. Its moody pixel art, atmospheric soundtrack, and tense storytelling make each decision feel weighty and personal. It's an 86 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $1.49, Still Stand is a short but powerful narrative adventure that blends dark humor with an intimate exploration of anxiety, loneliness, and fleeting hope. Told through interactive, hand-drawn comic panels, you'll follow a young woman navigating insecurities, parties, dreams, and isolation during one long summer, with her strange shadow monster companion offering quiet, uncertain comfort. The game's whimsical yet poignant tone balances relatable struggles with moments of levity, creating an emotionally engaging experience that feels both raw and human. Its minimalist style and striking storytelling make this a hidden gem worth an evening's playthrough. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and only about an hour to platinum. For $4.49, Okinawa Rush is a fast-paced, pixel art action platformer that throws you into a mystical Okinawa overrun by the deadly Black Mantis Ninja Clan. You'll play as Hiro, Mei Lin, or Shin, mastering fluid combat with swords, nunchucks, and bow staffs while juggling combos, parries, and intense boss battles. Explore secret areas, uncover hidden treasures, face enemies with unique movesets and cunning AI, and dive into a story brought to life with beautifully crafted cutscenes. Local co-op adds extra mayhem, letting you team up, heal each other, and tackle the chaos together, while arcade mode offers straight-up action for instant thrills. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $2.74, Sheepo is a quirky, non-combat Metroidvania platformer where you play as a shape-shifting sheep-like creature exploring an uncharted planet to catalog every species. To progress, you'll track down each species' egg, defeat its guardian queen, and gain the ability to transform into that creature, unlocking new movement abilities like digging, flying, and teleporting. The game emphasizes tight platforming, exploration, and clever use of each transformation across sprawling, interconnected environments filled with hidden shrines, ruins, and eccentric characters. With over 75 hidden feathers to collect, non-linear maps to traverse, and constantly evolving abilities, every run feels fresh and rewarding. It's a 75 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 7 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Quake is the legendary dark fantasy first-person shooter from id Software, now updated with 4K visuals, dynamic lighting, and Trent Reznor's iconic atmospheric soundtrack. Play as Ranger, battling twisted creatures across 4 eerie dimensions, collecting runes to defeat an ancient evil threatening all of humanity. It includes the original expansions, The Scourge of Armagon and Disillusion of Eternity, plus new additions like Dimension of the Past and Dimension of the Machine. With Horde mode, online and local co-op, 8-player competitive matches, fan-made mods, and additional free missions, the game offers endless replayability and intense retro FPS action. It's a 94 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Blazing Beaks is a chaotic, colorful roguelike shooter where you blast, zap, and disintegrate waves of enemies across procedurally generated levels full of secrets, loot, and surprises around every corner. Play as one of 10 unique characters, experiment with powerful attacks, and explore hidden areas in story mode, with local co-op for up to 2 players for even more fun. Tournament mode adds 2 to 4 player arena battles with modes like Deathmatch, One Gun, and Skullkeeper, testing your skills and friendships. With daily, seeded, and challenge runs, plus hours of unpredictable combat and strategic gameplay, the game stays endlessly fresh and exciting. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Tangle Tower is a clever, narrative-driven murder mystery where you investigate the bizarre and eerie Tangle Tower after the murder of Freya Fellow. The prime suspect? A mysterious figure found over her body, but it's just a painting. Explore beautifully painted environments from chilling crime scenes to whimsical gardens, interrogate a fully voiced and animated cast of characters, and unravel the tower's secrets through clever puzzles, logic challenges, and inventive deduction. Its atmospheric orchestral soundtrack, rich storytelling, and surprising twists make every moment engaging and immersive, keeping you guessing until the very end. It's an 85 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 3 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.49, Alan Wake Remastered is a cinematic action thriller where troubled author Alan Wake searches for his missing wife in the eerie Pacific Northwest town of Bright Falls. Discovering pages of a horror story he supposedly wrote but doesn't remember, Wake must confront a hostile supernatural darkness that twists reality and turns the townspeople against him. Armed with only a flashlight, a handgun, and his wits, you'll navigate nightmarish environments, uncover the mystery behind the darkness, and survive intense combat encounters. This remastered edition includes the full game plus the expansions The Signal and The Writer, enhanced with 4K visuals, improved cutscenes, and the atmospheric Pacific Northwest vistas. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Crown Trick is a beautifully animated, turn-based roguelike RPG where the world moves only when you do, making every choice crucial and rewarding thoughtful planning throughout your journey. As you traverse procedurally generated mazes, you'll chain elemental combos like igniting oil or electrifying water for devastating effects, while anticipating enemy moves, and defeating elite familiars grants powerful abilities that reshape your strategy mid-run and encourage creative experimentation. With shifting dungeons packed with relics, bosses, and puzzles that transform each attempt, every run feels fresh, strategic, and unpredictable, offering countless opportunities to refine tactics and discover hidden secrets. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Frostpunk Complete Collection is a gripping society survival and city-building strategy game where heat means life and every decision carries weight and lasting consequences for your people. As you build and manage the last city on Earth in a frozen world, you'll balance resources, technology, and citizen morale while facing deadly storms and tough moral choices, and the Complete Collection adds 3 expansions, The Last Autumn, On the Edge, and The Rifts, that expand the story, mechanics, and challenges. Every choice reshapes your society's future, pushing humanity's resilience to the limit while exploring a frozen wasteland filled with secrets and opportunities. It's an 84 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Journey of the Broken Circle is a charming platforming and storytelling adventure where you guide an imperfect circle on a quest full of love, fun, and thought-provoking questions about self-discovery, friendship, and personal growth. As you meet fascinating characters and gain new partners with unique abilities and personalities, you'll navigate playful puzzles, heartfelt challenges, and moments of reflection, learning more about the circle and yourself along the way, and the game's short but memorable 3 to 5 hour journey leaves a lasting emotional impact through clever design, relatable narrative moments, unexpected surprises, and subtle life lessons. It's a 76 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. For $4.93, We Were Here Together is a cooperative puzzle-solving adventure where you and a partner must rely on communication, observation, and teamwork to survive and escape the haunted Castle Rock. Beginning with a distress flare over the Antarctic wastes, you'll navigate frozen terrain, infiltrate a sinister medieval castle, and face puzzles, secrets, and dangers, while starting with nothing but walkie-talkies and your wits, and every decision depends on staying in sync with your partner. As you explore new environments, uncover the grim fate of the fallen citadel, and solve increasingly complex challenges together, the game creates tense, thrilling moments that test your collaboration and strategic thinking. It's a 77 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Control Ultimate Edition is a visually stunning third-person action-adventure that immerses you in the mysterious Federal Bureau of Control, where a corruptive presence threatens humanity and only you can stop it. As you explore shifting environments filled with secrets, you'll wield transforming weaponry and telekinetic powers to turn the world into a weapon, solve intricate puzzles, and battle relentless enemies, and the Ultimate Edition includes both expansions, The Foundation and Awe, adding more story, missions, and supernatural challenges. With its mix of open-ended exploration, intense combat, and mind-bending narrative, every encounter tests your reflexes, strategy, and curiosity. It's an 82 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For 99 cents, Goetia is a haunting point-and-click adventure where you play as Abigail Blackwood, a recently risen ghost uncovering the dark secrets of her family and the ruined village of Oakmarsh. As you explore over 90 rooms across 5 diverse areas, including the manor, ruins, woods, caves, and abandoned village, you'll use ghostly powers to walk through walls, possess objects, and solve puzzles in multiple ways, while piecing together 40 years of mystery and tragedy. In the game's 2D Victorian-inspired world, ambient soundtrack, hidden rooms, and clever interactive objects create a deeply atmospheric experience full of discovery, suspense, and subtle supernatural storytelling. It's a 79 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $1.99, Lair of the Clockwork God is a clever hybrid of point-and-click adventure and platforming where you control Ben, an old-school puzzle fan, and Dan, an aspiring indie platforming hero, to stop simultaneous apocalypses by teaching an old computer about feelings while navigating a quirky, chaotic world. As you switch between the two, you'll solve classic puzzles as Ben to craft upgrades that enhance Dan's jumping, speed, and combat abilities, and then use Dan's newfound skills to access new areas, unlock further challenges, and uncover hidden secrets, creating a playful, humorous, and inventive experience full of clever mechanics, quirky characters, and unexpected twists. It's an 84 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 12 hours to platinum. For 99 cents, Stories Untold is a narrative-driven experimental adventure that blends text adventure, point-and-click, and psychological horror across 4 short, mysterious stories packed into a single anthology. As you explore retro 80s-inspired environments, process cryptic radio transmissions, and experiment with bizarre artifacts, you'll unravel tense, genre-defying narratives that shift from psychological horror to sci-fi mystery, all enhanced by a sublime synthwave soundtrack, clever puzzles, and an innovative interactive design, creating a uniquely immersive and memorable experience that continually surprises and challenges your perception of storytelling. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 2 hours to platinum. For $2.54, The Survivalists is an open-world adventure where you explore a living, procedurally generated island full of secrets, quests, and mythical enemies, adapting to day-night cycles, dynamic biomes, and environmental hazards. As you gather resources, craft tools, build shelters, and tame monkeys to assist with tasks or combat, you'll face unique challenges that require strategy, cooperation, and creativity, and up to 4 players can join forces to survive together, raid hostile camps, and uncover hidden treasures. With its mix of exploration, crafting, combat, and quirky animal helpers, every run feels fresh, playful, and unpredictable, offering countless ways to experiment, survive, and thrive. It's a 76 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Going Under is a satirical dungeon crawler where you play an unpaid intern navigating the cursed ruins of failed tech startups in Neo-Cascadia, wielding office junk as weapons to battle monstrous former employees and reclaim company assets. As you explore procedurally generated dungeons themed after gig work, dating apps, and cryptocurrency, you'll defeat horrible bosses, unlock powerful skills, complete tasks for quirky coworkers, and experiment with weapon combos and skill synergies, all while uncovering the absurd backstory of your employer, Fizzle, and its parent company, Cubicle. With its offbeat humor, inventive combat, and unpredictable dungeon layouts, every run is chaotic, strategic, and endlessly entertaining. It's a 78 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $1.04, Evan's Remains is a mystery thriller puzzle adventure where you search for a missing boy named Evan, combining logic-based platforming challenges with a visual novel-style narrative inspired by Japanese graphic adventures, immersive environments, and rich storytelling. As you explore eerie environments and piece together clues, you'll solve intricate puzzles, unravel secrets, and uncover the story behind Evan's disappearance, with each discovery deepening the suspense, emotional impact, and sense of immersion while keeping you constantly engaged. With its mix of thoughtful gameplay, engaging storytelling, and atmospheric presentation, it offers a concise yet memorable investigative experience. It's a 75 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 3 hours to platinum. For $4.99, My Friend Pedro is a violent ballet of action, friendship, and imagination, where you follow a man guided by a sentient banana through explosive battles in the criminal underworld. As you twist, flip, and slow time, you'll combine split aiming, ricochets, and acrobatic maneuvers to obliterate enemies while navigating thrilling sequences like motorcycle chases and physics-based puzzles, and mastering both your weapons and your body allows for stylish, cinematic action that feels fluid, chaotic, and endlessly satisfying. With its over-the-top combat, inventive level design, and darkly humorous narrative, every run delivers high-octane excitement and creative freedom. It's a 78 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $8.24, Among Ashes is a chilling first-person horror adventure where a harmless-looking Link from a friend in 2001 drags you into a game that reveals his secret. As you navigate its eerie digital world, you'll battle nightmarish creatures and solve devious, mind-bending puzzles, while the fragile barrier between the game and reality begins to shatter. Its masterful use of tension, atmospheric sound design, and unexpected twists creates an unrelenting sense of dread, keeping you on edge as every flicker of movement or distant noise could spell danger. The deeper you descend, the more the game manipulates your perception, turning each revelation into a deeply unsettling experience. It's a 79 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Valfaris Mechatherion is an explosive 2.5D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up and the high-octane sequel to the critically acclaimed Valfaris. After escaping Valfaris, Therion's relentless hunt for the evil Lord Vroll spans the galaxy, leading to a final, inevitable showdown. Now piloting the devastating Mechatherion, you'll unleash brutal firepower with an arsenal of melee, ballistic, and destroyer-class weapons, including fan favorites like Bringer of Mayhem, Sky Splitter, and the Hellwraith. Fight through hostile alien worlds, configure your mecha loadout for devastating combos, and collect blood metal to upgrade your weapons and add-ons for maximum destruction. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 7 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Ultimate General Gettysburg is a critically acclaimed tactical battle simulator that puts you in command of thousands of soldiers during the Battle of Gettysburg, leading either the Union or Confederate Army. Featuring an accurate battlefield map, complex morale systems, and innovative control mechanics, it delivers a deeply authentic Civil War experience where every decision matters. Smart AI adapts to your maneuvers, forcing you to rethink strategies on the fly, while terrain, troop placement, and timing influence outcomes. Battlefield choices, from large-scale tactics to small unit engagements, directly affect morale, casualties, and victory in this historical simulation. It's an 84 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $7.99, Clem is a darkly charming Puzzlevania adventure where you awaken in a cold, dimly lit room and discover a mysterious notebook labeled Clem, filled with cryptic sketches and messages like "Bring me beauty." As you explore, you'll solve intricate puzzles, craft enchanted toys to access hidden areas, and uncover secrets from the past, all while piecing together a shadowy, enigmatic story. Investigate a seemingly desolate house, follow an obscure guiding voice, and navigate hand-drawn 2D visuals enhanced with 3D environmental navigation. Every choice shapes your fate in a tale of manipulation, pride, forgiveness, and redemption. It's a 79 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Gravity Circuit Deluxe is a flashy, action-packed 2D platformer in the spirit of classic console hits, celebrating its first anniversary with the interactive Gravity Circuit Jukebox OST by Dominic Ninmark. Play as Kai, the lone operative harnessing the mysterious gravity circuit to stop the virus army's uprising across 12 dynamic stages, filled with enemies, bosses, secrets, and civilians to rescue. Use devastating punches, combos, and grappling moves to channel your energy into destruction, unlocking new powers as you progress. With rhythmic minigames and intuitive OST navigation, this high-octane adventure blends nostalgia with modern flair. It's an 89 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Tomb Raider Legend is a classic PS2 action-adventure emulation now playable on PS4 and PS5. Step into the shoes of Lara Croft as she travels the globe to remote, exotic locations in search of one of history's most powerful artifacts, only to uncover figures from her past. Combine her athletic prowess, combat skills, and intellect to explore vast, treacherous tombs filled with deadly traps, intricate puzzles, and hidden secrets waiting to be discovered. Along the way, you'll face relentless enemies and environmental challenges, uncovering the gripping story that helped define a generation of action-adventure gaming while experiencing thrilling, adrenaline-fueled moments. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Paper Trail is a charming top-down puzzle adventure set in a beautifully foldable, paper-crafted world full of hidden surprises and whimsical details. Step into the shoes of Paige, a budding academic leaving home for the first time to pursue her studies, and learn to fold the world to merge two sides, solve clever and intricate puzzles, explore new areas, and uncover long-lost secrets tucked away in every corner. Its unique visual style, thoughtful mechanics, and subtle storytelling create a relaxing yet engaging experience that encourages curiosity, problem-solving, and careful observation while reflecting on the journey of personal growth and discovery. It's a 75 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 8 hours to platinum. For $8.99, Solasta, Crown of the Magister brings the tactics, depth, and storytelling of classic tabletop RPGs to your screen in an immersive strategic experience. Control a party of 4 heroes, each with unique skills and personalities, as you explore dungeons, unearth treasures, and engage in turn-based squad-level combat with verticality, traps, and environmental strategy. Customize your hero's race, class, personality, and stats, and see choices reflected in dialogue and actions throughout the epic adventure. Play solo or with up to 4 players in online co-op, and continue the adventure with community-made custom campaigns featuring handcrafted dungeons, enemies, and treasures. It's a 77 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. For $7.99, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons remake is a heartfelt fairy tale adventure where 2 brothers set out to save their father by finding the legendary Water of Life. Rely on each other's unique skills to overcome obstacles, solve puzzles, traverse dangerous locations, and face deadly bosses in a journey full of discovery, loss, and mystery. This remake faithfully restores the 2013 story while updating characters, landscapes, and gameplay for modern consoles, featuring a re-recorded live orchestra soundtrack to enhance the experience. Play solo, controlling both players in tandem, or in local co-op with a friend for a shared adventure, uncovering hidden stories and secrets along the way. It's a 79 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 4 hours to platinum. For $6.39, Strange Horticulture is an occult puzzle game where you play as the proprietor of a local plant store in the mysterious town of Undermere. Discover and identify new plants, care for your cat, interact with colorful customers, or even engage with covens and cults. Explore the dark woods and lakes to find powerful herbs, using your growing botanical knowledge to influence the story, unravel ancient mysteries, and decide who to trust or deceive. With a trusty encyclopedia and careful observation, each plant's unique effects, from hypnotic hallucinogens to potent poisons, become tools for shaping outcomes in this haunting, puzzle-filled adventure. It's an 83 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 9 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Pentiment is a narrative-driven adventure set in a beautifully illustrated world inspired by illuminated manuscripts and early printed woodcuts. Step into the shoes of Andreas Mahler, a master artist navigating 16th century Bavaria amid murders, scandals, and intrigue. Explore the towns of Tassing and Kearsarge Abbey, uncovering secrets and meeting a colorful cast of characters, while your choices, shaped by academic and social backgrounds, profoundly impact the community and its future over generations. With its living, breathing art style and deeply immersive story, Pentiment blends history, mystery, and moral decision-making in a truly unique experience. It's an 86 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $7.49, A Little to the Left is a charming and cozy puzzle game where you sort, stack, and organize household objects into just the right spots, while a mischievous cat delights in shaking things up unexpectedly at every turn. With over 100 unique puzzles, multiple solutions, intuitive drag-and-drop controls, and a playful daily tidy delivery that gives you a new puzzle every day, it's a satisfying experience for casual players and organization enthusiasts alike. Explore seasonal levels anytime with the Puzzle Archive, uncover hidden surprises, and enjoy whimsical illustrations, atmospheric sound design, and a touch of feline chaos as you tackle each mess. It's a 75 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 12 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Ultros is a psychedelic sci-fi Metroidvania set on the Sarcophagus, a vast cosmic womb harboring an ancient demonic entity. Trapped in a black hole time loop, you'll face brutal, precise melee combat while exploring a stunning alien world steeped in mystery, secrets, and interconnected pathways. Quiet moments come from cultivating alien flora, unlocking obscured paths, and revealing hidden truths between intense battles. Its eccentric art by El Huervo and atmospheric Rat Vadar soundtrack heighten themes of mental health, karma, rebirth, and discovery. Each loop reshapes the world with new abilities, branching upgrades, evolving environments, and layered narrative revelations. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $8.99, Metro Quester is a retro-inspired dungeon exploration RPG set in a post-apocalyptic futuristic world created by manga artist Kazushi Hagiwara. Designed by Hironori Kato, it channels the spirit of classic 1980s computer RPGs with hack-and-slash action, deep mechanics, and plenty of surprises waiting around every corner. You'll assemble a party from 24 unique characters across 8 classes, experiment with combo skills, and customize numerous weapons to suit your strategy and playstyle. A detailed bestiary, strategic encounters, and a New Game Plus mode add replayability and depth, making it a rewarding choice for fans of old-school dungeon crawlers. It's a 75 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Have a Nice Death is a darkly charming roguelite where you play as Death, CEO of Death Inc., cleaning up a corporate mess gone haywire. Explore procedurally generated departments packed with quirky characters, like your chatty pumpkin-headed assistant, Pump Quinn, while carving through rebellious underlings. Master and upgrade over 70 weapons and spells, creating devastating combos as you face waves of minions and tough bosses. Performance reviews after each run unlock new upgrades, curses, and items that keep every loop fresh and rewarding, and its stylish hand-drawn art, dark humor, and clever risk-reward systems make each run unpredictable and addictive. It's an 81 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 65 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Kona 2 Broom is a first-person investigative survival adventure set in northern Quebec, 1970, where a mysterious, reality-warping mist called the Broom isolates a mining village and upends the natural order. You play as Detective Carl Faubert, exploring snowy landscapes and ruined settlements by dog sled, uncovering stranded survivors, and piecing together the mystery through found objects and journal entries. Survival challenges, bitter cold, dangerous wildlife, and unsettling nightmares keep tension high, while an omniscient narrator gradually reveals a rich, atmospheric story as you navigate frozen lakes, derelict shacks, and environmental clues to unravel the Broom's dark origin. It's a 79 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $9.99, The Making of Karateka is an interactive documentary and game collection exploring how Jordan Mechner created the 1984 classic Karateka, pioneering cinematic storytelling in games. Examine design documents, playable prototypes, and interactive timelines, while playing the pixel-perfect originals with features like Save Anywhere, Rewind, and Chapter Select. Experience 2 remastered games, Karateka Remastered with cut content and commentary, and Death Bounce Rebounded, a fast twin-stick shooter based on an unpublished prototype. It's an 87 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. Just be aware that there's one broken trophy, so if you do want to go for the platinum on PS4, you'll have to downgrade the game to an earlier patch. Unfortunately, there's no workaround for the PS5 version. For $7.99, Virgo vs. the Zodiac is a sci-fi fantasy JRPG where you play as Virgo, an obsessed villain on a cosmic quest to impose her rigid vision of balance across the Zodiac realms. Combat blends traditional turn-based strategy with real-time execution. Blocking, countering, and timing attacks carefully is key, as every foe encountered is unique with no random battles. Explore rich environments, uncover Zodiac memories to learn backstories, and make choices that lead to multiple endings, while additional challenges include a boss rush mode, optional shoot-'em-up segments, and the delightfully absurd option of riding alpacas. It's an 80 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $9.89, Marble It Up Ultra is the ultimate marble platformer, combining world-class level design, buttery smooth controls, and vibrant visuals for a thrilling, rolling experience. Navigate an extensive single-player campaign packed with obstacles, shifting gravity, bouncy floors, and powerful pickups that challenge your precision and timing, or dive into 5 chaotic multiplayer modes, hunt gems, score goals, escape zombies, and compete online to prove your Marvel skills. Unlock a dazzling collection of marbles, trails, and hats while chasing hidden trophies, medals, and leaderboard glory, and weekly challenges keep gameplay fresh, offering new twists and modifiers for repeatable fun. It's a 76 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Gimmick Special Edition is a modernized take on Sunsoft's rare NES classic, blending physics-based platforming with updated features like online leaderboards, trophies, time attack mode, save and quick load, and rewind. Plays the adorable yokai Yumataro, using your star summoning powers to tackle intricate levels, reach hidden areas, and outsmart enemies with creative trick shots. You'll explore a historically significant NES title, originally featuring the Sunsoft 5B sound chip, famed for its star-studded soundtrack and rarity among collectors, as you hunt secrets, race against the clock, and challenge yourself further in serious mode with quality of life features disabled. It's a 77 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 6 hours to platinum. For $6.24, Harmony: The Fall of Reverie is a narrative-driven adventure where you play Polly, a young woman returning home to find her town under the control of a mega-corporation. Gifted with clairvoyance, she becomes Harmony, an oracle who can shape the destiny of Reverie, a realm ruled by 6 powerful aspirations: glory, bliss, power, chaos, bond, and truth, and your choices in both worlds influence the story, unlocking crystals and branching paths that determine which aspiration will guide humanity. Explore a vibrant Mediterranean city, interact with fully voiced characters, and immerse yourself in a visually stunning, futuristic world, accompanied by Lena Raine's enchanting soundtrack. It's a 75 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 12 hours to platinum. For $6.24, Amnesia: The Bunker is a first-person horror survival game set in a desolate World War I bunker, where you play French soldier Henri Clement, armed with a single revolver and limited supplies. Navigate a semi-open world filled with dark corridors, scarce resources, and a relentless adaptive threat that reacts to your every move, sound, and decision as you scavenge, craft, and carefully manage light sources, and uncover the fate of missing soldiers and officers while making choices that shape your survival and influence the unfolding story. Each playthrough is unpredictable, creating tense, emergent horror experiences in a chilling, oppressive environment. It's a 77 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $7.49, We Love Katamari Reroll and Royal Reverie is a whimsical remaster of the 2005 classic where you play as the prince, rolling a sticky Katamari to restore the stars accidentally destroyed by the King of the Cosmos. Explore vibrant stages, collecting everything from tiny objects to massive structures, and strategically grow your Katamari to create sparkling stars in the night sky. The remaster features fully redesigned graphics, a revamped UI, and new content including Royal Reverie, where you roll as the young king through 5 challenging stages, while a selfie mode lets you capture your Katamari creations, adding playful personalization to your cosmic adventures. It's an 86 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $7.49, Killer Frequency is a horror comedy puzzle adventure set in 1987 small town Gallows Creek, where you play late-night radio DJ Forrest Nash. Trapped on the graveyard shift, every phone call could mean life or death as you help townsfolk avoid a mysterious killer, solving real-time puzzles, gathering clues, and making critical decisions through branching dialogues with eccentric characters, balancing investigation with survival, strategy, and timing to save as many lives as possible. Explore a retro radio station packed with physics-based objects, cassettes, record players, and other 80s nostalgia, all brought to life with a fully voiced cast and an energetic synthwave rock soundtrack. It's an 82 on Metacritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $8.09, Haven Deluxe Edition is a romantic sci-fi RPG where lovers U and K escape to a forgotten planet to build a life together. You'll glide across alien landscapes while gathering resources and crafting a cozy home, and you'll share tender, everyday moments that deepen their bond as you explore a fragmented world filled with wonder and danger. Combat blends synchronized timing and tactical choices, and you'll balance fending off threats with nurturing their relationship as you decide what's worth sacrificing to stay together. With inclusive relationship options, a dreamy electro soundtrack by BANGER, and all updates plus a digital art book, this edition offers the full experience. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 14 hours to platinum. For $7.49, Duck Detective: The Secret Salami is a cozy yet twisty mystery adventure where you play a down-on-his-luck detective who also happens to be a duck. You'll inspect evidence and interview quirky suspects, and you'll use clever deduction to piece together clues while filling in the blanks to crack a sausage-based conspiracy that might just ruffle some feathers. Its playful humor, charming art style, and fully voice-acted cast create an engaging experience, and its witty writing, lighthearted tone, and surprising twists keep you invested from start to finish. With delightful details like bread tossing and hilarious stares, this short but satisfying runtime makes it perfect for an evening's play. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 2 hours to platinum. Also for $7.49, Chess-A-Rama is a creative puzzle and strategy collection that reimagines chess through 8 unique, handcrafted games with distinct rules, themes, and challenges. You'll guide pawns past dragons, maneuver Ronin and Sokoban-style puzzles, and even play soccer matches using chess pieces, combining classic tactics with inventive twists that keep every scenario fresh. With over 100 levels, additional unique challenges, unlockable chess figures, and a stylish diorama-inspired art direction, it offers plenty of variety for both casual players and seasoned strategists. Daily and weekly challenges, leaderboards, and even classic chess mode make this a modern and engaging way to learn or refine your chess skills. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $7.99, Sticky Business Complete Bundle is a cozy and creative business simulation where you run your own sticker shop, design unique creations, and connect with customers through their stories. You'll craft dozens of stickers with endless combinations, add sparkles and custom packaging, and optimize production to keep customers delighted. Expansions like Plan With Me and Camp Zinnius add themed collections, new effects, and heartwarming stories from pen pals and summer camp characters, blending creativity with narrative charm. Its engaging gameplay, charming visuals, and variety make for a relaxing yet satisfying experience. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 12 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $9.89, Luck Be a Landlord is a roguelike deck builder with a twist where you spin a slot machine to pay rent, build synergies, and outsmart capitalism one coin at a time. You'll collect symbols, combine items, and refine your deck for powerful interactions, and you'll balance risk and reward as the rent climbs higher with every round, testing your strategy and adaptability while discovering new combos, unexpected effects, and clever ways to maximize every spin. With over 150 symbols, 220 items, 20 challenging levels, and bite-sized runs perfect for quick sessions, each playthrough is unpredictable, engaging, and endlessly replayable, offering countless hours of strategic fun. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $5.99, Gimmick 2 is a platforming adventure starring the green yokai Yumataro as he embarks on a new quest filled with tricky challenges, dangerous enemies, and hidden treasures. You'll summon and throw a versatile star that bounces and retains momentum, and you'll use it to activate switches, defeat foes, and even ride it to reach secret areas while exploring the world. Experimenting with the star's unique physics allows for creative solutions, speedrun tactics, and hidden secrets, and mastering its full potential turns every level into a rewarding, strategic, and highly satisfying challenge. With optional assisted mode or the true to original gimmick mode, each playthrough can be as challenging and rewarding as you want it to be. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 14 hours to platinum. For $7.49, Blood Omen 2 Legacy of Kain is a classic PS2 action-adventure emulation where you play Kain, a powerful vampire seeking vengeance in an alternate timeline between Blood Omen and Soul Reaver. You'll wield swords, battle axes, and other heavy weapons, and you'll unleash dark gifts like Berserk and Stealth to overcome enemies while navigating richly detailed environments filled with knights, thieves, and demons. As you explore a war-torn world and hunt those who betrayed you, the game blends intense combat, strategic use of powers, dark storytelling, and a compelling atmosphere of power, revenge, and bloodlust, enhanced by its haunting soundtrack, moody visuals, and intricate level design. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $9.99, Fear the Spotlight is an atmospheric third-person horror adventure where you play Vivian, sneaking through a nightmarish high school to survive a seance gone wrong, solve tactile puzzles, and stay out of the spotlight. You'll evade a relentless monster while uncovering a decades-old tragedy, and you'll explore derelict corridors, interact with objects like flashlights and wrenches, and piece together a chilling narrative that blends classic 90s horror tropes with modern gameplay twists and immersive environmental storytelling. With handcrafted stealth, eerie environments, and an expanded storyline, the game delivers tense, immersive horror that's perfect for both newcomers and genre veterans. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 7 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Tents and Trees is a relaxing yet challenging puzzle game where you place tents next to trees on a nature-filled grid, following number clues while ensuring no tents touch each other. You'll plan each move carefully, and you'll tackle increasingly larger and more complex grids that test your strategy, logic skills, and patience, while rewarding careful observation and creative problem solving. With unlockable music tracks, themes including dark mode, local multiplayer for up to 4 players, daily levels, and procedurally generated challenges for endless variety, the game combines thoughtful puzzle solving with a cozy, customizable experience that can keep you engaged for hours. It's a 90 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 85 hours to platinum. For $5.99, To the Moon is a heartfelt, story-driven adventure where you follow Dr. Rosaline and Dr. Watts as they help dying patients relive their lives and fulfill long-held wishes. You'll piece together Johnny's fragmented memories while exploring a touching narrative, and you'll uncover the reasons behind his final, poignant wish to go to the moon, experiencing moments of love, regret, joy, and nostalgia that define his life. With its innovative mix of adventure gameplay and classic RPG aesthetics, emotive writing, and an acclaimed soundtrack that perfectly complements the story, the game delivers a concise, deeply moving experience that resonates long after the credits roll. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $8.99, Evotinction is a thought-provoking hack and stealth game where you play Thomas Liu, a tech-savvy researcher navigating a virus-infected AI-controlled facility to prevent humanity's extinction. You'll manipulate rogue drones, deploy hologram illusions, jam signals, implant malware, and use a variety of gadgets to stealthily outsmart enemies, and you'll choose from multiple hacking strategies to approach each level in your own way. With a semi-open world to explore, numerous enemy types, collectibles to discover, and modes including New Game Plus, Challenge, and Time Attack, the game blends strategic stealth, problem-solving, and replayability in a tense sci-fi setting. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $6.49, Frogun Encore is a fast-paced 3D platformer and standalone expansion to the indie hit Frogun, where you join Renata, Jake, and Hatter on a globe-trotting adventure to stop the return of Beelzebub. You'll navigate colorful, low-poly environments, master new movements like double jumps, sling catapults, toss jumps, and grapple with your trusty Frogun, and you'll uncover hidden secrets, collect treasures, and challenge powerful bosses across whimsical, intricately designed levels. With true couch co-op, collectible emblems, diary notes revealing lore, unlockable hats, and opposable photo mode, every run encourages creativity, exploration, and fast-paced fun. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 7 hours to platinum.